tears. Let's try that. It always helps if the microphone's actually expecting to work. Like I started talking and there was nothing from OBS. I went, nope, not listening. It somehow didn't have my Yeti set as the microphone. But now I've got it working. Welcome in, Awinge, and welcome in, Wither. Tea is ready. It's sitting on my desk. Well, on my mug warmer on my desk, so keep warm for a while. And I'm here to play some Minecraft. But yes, Awinge, you saved me, because as I was pressing the go live button, my brain went, what if no one turns up? It's early in my normal time slot. All in for the sake of watching Formula 1. Sort of. Mostly that. And so there's always an element of fear when you go live outside your normal hours. Like, but what if people don't turn up? A lot of my community is in the US, and so even if you go based on East Coast, that's 10 o'clock in the morning, let alone people who are further west. I'm not here. This is an auto-played message, says Awinge. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Now, Awinge, this time zone suits you better than my normal streaming time, right? I'm assuming. Right, let's jump into Minecraft while you type out your response. How are you doing? What are you up to this weekend? How is Wither? And scene change. Both are okay. Okay, 3 PM now. Oh, that's fine. I was thinking you were 2 or 3 hours ahead, which means that by the time I finish streams, normally 9, 10 o'clock might be getting a bit late. Right, we have a plan. It is a cunning plan, and it involves using... Oh, mud. Mud! I'll take what's in here. I'll grab 3 stacks of wheat. That'd be enough to turn... Oh yeah, I don't need the crafting bench. 3 and a bit stacks of mud. I'm going to need to make... Sorry, packed mud. I'm going to need to make more mud. I'm good, thanks. As with a bag, have been off the steroids since Wednesday, and I'm still feeling good. That's fantastic news. I know that the hello, the wind down of steroids is stressful because you just don't know how you're going to respond and how you're going to feel until you do it. Plan impressed. I sometimes plan. I mean, I've got loads of wheat. I don't have the mud, but you know, we'll figure that out. I should also make sure I grab a hoe at some point. That's a problem for later. Oh, give me one moment. Yeah. Just had to check I didn't have a idle game running in the background. Looking good. I even put a copper rod over here. Look, I smelted copper so that lightning strikes don't hit over here, in theory. Welcome in, Reese's. Witherback says, I've been on them a year and been reducing 1 milligram since November. Yes, we've had the conversation before. The original droppage was more significant. Like 5 went down from 15 to 10, and then went down to like 9 and 8. Yeah, no, 10 to then 8, and then 8 into 7, something like that. Someone stepped on your field. I mean, it was when we had a raid. How is Reese's today? Welcome in. Let's fly over this way. Populate the plains with some eggs. Will we have any chickens? Not. Oh, 1! We gained a chicken. Awesome. This is my square. I will be working on things. I've got mud to put down in here. Not a huge amount, so we might even have enough already. And I need to do brick on the outside. Let's take out this bit, because the stone is offending me. This packed mud is a placeholder. Over time, I'll be replacing it with packed mud and packed mud bricks and gravel and stuff. Risa says, chips and Coke ready to enjoy the show. As in French fries chips? I'm assuming French fries chips. Right, this is 3 wide. I need to grab the tough brick to do these things. I need to do the other bits. Let's start one thing at a time. Ow. I don't want the horse to sink in the hole. Ah! I didn't want to mount the horse either. And that was pretty easy. Now I can tear this out. Chips and Coke. I don't often go for Coke. I've only gone towards having Coke more often because Mrs. Dragon will have some. Although I say Coke. Pepsi. She much prefers Pepsi to Coke. Wither says, yes, I went from 20 to 15, 15 to 7.5. Okay. But then there was more than a month between each drop. I was dropping 1 milligram a month. I remember, I thought it was 15 to 10. But I was along the right lines. Oh, I have more packed mud to put in than I thought, but yeah, we'll figure that out. Do this bit first. There's lots of things to be done around here. One of the key things I want to have done is just figuring out this brickwork and how wide the road is, and then the pavement on the other side and the brickwork, so I can then know where things are being stored and which areas I'll be touching, which ones I won't. But as I have mud on me, I wanted to get this bit done, have a kind of almost a sense of I've completed it, even though it is not done in the right way. It will at least feel semi-right. Also, you may notice that I have bamboo growing here now. If I'm going to be in the area, I might as well have a farm that's operational. Does it produce much? No. Is it something? Yes. And if I can slowly load up on bamboo and sticks, it gets to be another source of emeralds, so it makes sense. Witherback says, at least I think that was the case. I might be wrong. I mean, I'd like to think you've got a better chance of getting it right than me, seeing as you've been taking the drugs. I've only heard whisperings of drugs. 39. I think I've got enough. Realistically, it's a relatively cheap material, so that if I waste any by doing it in packed mud and then changing out to the packed mud for other materials, it's not a big deal. 3? How could I be 3 mud short? That's incredibly annoying. That doesn't help. 3. Alright. We're going to need tough, we'll need iron, and we need bricks. And I might as well head back and sleep. I could sleep here. We'll sleep here. Then nothing's spawning. See? Cunning plans. Tough bricks and stuff. I do have a screenshot I need to make sure I've got ready for me to see what I'm doing. Like that. And then we fly off. North, I think. South, done it. I mean, not even remotely helpful. Having a sense of direction in Minecraft is really useful for when you go exploring, because if I end up wandering off over that way, looking for resources and I need to head back, it's good to know that this is heading east. See? But I need to test myself more often. Right. I have a bottle in here. Glass bottle. 3 glass bottles. Hanging on the wall. Sure, that'll work. 1 water goes in. 1, 2, 3. That's all we need, right? Oh, I should have just done it with 1. It would have been easier. But it's fine. Everyone says, fingers crossed for that feeling good. Fingers crossed for that. The feeling good continues. That was to Wither. Hey, that makes more sense. I'm just gonna pick this up, put it with dirt for now. I have 3 mud. Has to be converted into 3 packed mud. Like that. Easy. Then we need tough, which I have very little of, so we might end up going mining. Do, on the other hand, have some bricks. So let's take these. We'll convert what I've got into full blocks. And we'll take stone. Because who doesn't need loads of stone for no reason? I have reasons, I just haven't shared them. Go in there. I'm trying to tidy up as I go. It's rare, I know. But I'm doing it today. The reason for the stone is because I can get more stone, and I might as well do that. More stone. Which I can spend. One of the things I'm going to need is polished andesite. This guy's not offering me polished andesite, annoyingly. I can polish andesite, but I can buy it. Saves me going out and fetching some. I will, however, need more brick, so we'll buy some brick, buy some quartz, and we'll keep the rest. The quartz will be used in the roads because I've got to do like road markings. Let's turn these in. Get rid of quartz up here for now. Whilst I plan on using them, we're not at that stage yet. Spare stone goes in here. And boop. Boop. Done, I think. I love that I made such an effort to get horses so I could travel back and forth. And since then, I've been flying. You know, it was an idea. Now this section over here, I believe we have 2 walls on top of each other and then stairs on top of that. These are all 2 walls as well. Let's rip this up. We've got tough brick to go along here. Let's just tidy it up. As long as I don't get it wrong. That. I think I might even have enough. Although it's not like I'm gonna run out of uses for tough brick. Especially as I need to convert loads of it into walls and slabs. Like so. Over here we go. Boop, boop. This one is also boop, boop. That'll have an archway over the top. I'm not necessarily doing that now. Although I do have tough on me. We'll do it. Might as well use up what I've got. One less thing to carry. All of these are 2 tall, tough walls. Between them is supposed to be iron railings. I haven't made any railings, and I've been using most of my iron for emeralds. But, you know, I have to get the emeralds first, and the tough walls here and the iron railings between them is something that I can work on later. Not, oh. I need 7 more. Put those 3 in. I need 7 more tough, packed mud. Darn it! If only Minecraft allowed you to rip things back out again. So 7 mud. Darn it. But we have brick. The pavement here should be 3 wide. So let's see how far we can get with it. There is a section over there that will be suspended. Meaning there's a hole underneath it. In fact, here's another section with a hole underneath it. Okay. Take it out first, and then I'll go down there and pick things up. In a way, it would have made sense to put the right block down first, but then it's hard to work on it, so no matter what you do, it will be wrong. And worst case scenario, it's only dirt. Dirt is infinitely renewable. Now. And even if it wasn't infinitely renewable, it's effectively infinitely renewable because, I mean, not infinitely renewable, you know what I mean, you have plenty of it that you don't need to worry normally. We jump over this way, jump over this way, and we're out! Perfect. I'm going to take this out of my offhand because I'd rather not hold a tool that I can accidentally right-click and break things. Again, this will have texture because I want to add granite to it. And probably a terracotta. It's something I'll have to play with in creative. But again, base block gives me something to work on, and then I can come back and do things. Getting the fundamental shape in is my priority right now. It's a Bobo. Welcome in, Bobo. Not fully awake yet. Alright. It's a Sunday, you don't have to be. It is Sunday, right? Oh, I don't need my armor. Not fully awake yet, but wanting to leave a note before I hit the road. Bobo, where are you off to today, if you don't mind my asking? Ooh, and a thing! What happened? Someone followed. Thank you for the follow of the channel. Sorry, I couldn't see my notifications. I had to switch things around. And Pitch, thank you very much for the follow. Alright, we're going to rip this out. I've got 100. So it'll get me a little way over. Boba says, yes, it is Sunday and I'm off work, but heading on a 2-hour drive to go to a food festival. Ooh. That sounds good. I haven't been to a foodie thing for it. Oh, actually, we're going to one soon. ZactheDragon has us going to one next month sometime. Although it's more for her taste than mine. Not that I won't enjoy it, but she will enjoy it more. I hope you enjoy your drive. Have a pleasant drive. Everything goes smoothly, and you get to enjoy the food festival. Sure, it's festival. Feels wrong to say a food festive, but that could just be a cultural difference. Like so. Bobo says, problem is I saw the reviews of how it was yesterday because it is a 2-day festival and it was overpriced and undercooked. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because if you're going anyway, it doesn't hurt to be told that because it just helps set expectations. Whereas if knowing that impacted your likelihood of turning up, then it's useful in different ways. What I'm trying to say is, if you plan on going anyway and you know that it's overpriced and undercooked, at least you have that in mind so you can go, well, we might want to take something with us, or you won't be disappointed when you're there because you're going knowing that it will be overpriced. I think that makes sense. Take these with us. This iron farm seems to be working. That's just the one on the other side. Let's head up. We've got sleeping up there, although I've only got 8 brick left. Let's eat. See if I can clamber up, sleep, and then figure out what the next step is. I think it's going to be just continuing to try and get some emeralds and place more bricks. But there's also an argument for maybe I should be going and collecting tuff. Or iron railings. All is good. Oh yeah, sleep. Thank you. I flew through the bed. That's better. I got up on the wrong side of the bed, but you know. We'll drop down because this dirt offends me. And we're good. Over here. Yeah, so the brick needs to continue round. I could calculate it because I know the size, but also I'm not going to be able to get that much that I can calculate it too accurately. So I might as well just get what I can, and worst case scenario, I end up with excess. But I'm halfway done on the brick. And I haven't been gathering it for long. Hello. That worked. I probably should have used the axe. There's sharpness on it. Oh, iron. There is none. Oh. That's worrying. And that would be why. There are no villagers in here. Something has happened to my villagers. Could have been lightning, I suppose. Maybe we replace those villagers. I think that's going to have to be the priority right now, because if we get that working, it can be functioning the whole time I'm working over there. And it's relatively straightforward now. I have leads and boats and villagers. So we'll want 1 copper rod and 3 villagers. And while I'm here, don't mind if I do. I also need 7 more mud. Packed mud. Not too complicated. I love the rain in Minecraft. It's never ending. Yeah, that's better. Just, suppose I feel if you like that, no more rain. This looks good. Plenty of villagers. So, if I grab the boats, we'll swap these things out, put some boats down, and it should capture some villagers. Especially if we go boop, boop, and boop. Release the villagers! Wowza. Oh, okay. I may have created more villagers than I technically need right now. Excuse me, let me put the boots on because they got depth strider on them. Villager breeder seems to work. Yeah, I closed them in because I ran out of villagers. So many had come out and then died. This boat still only has 1 in it. There we go, 2. The lava bucket comes in handy in these cases. I mean, yes, but I also do need... I'm quite happy just to leave them, to be honest. Not doing any harm. Not you. I want to talk to you. Go with. Here's some iron. I'll take some experience. I only want to trade enough that I can buy some brick. Buy brick whenever I can, and then I'll have enough. Now just add a kill chamber and boom, an XP farm. I mean, technically you're not wrong. I'd be more inclined to make a witch farm, but yeah. Welcome in, Gingerbeard Man. A witch farm that I've made before. Fact. This is not where my witch farm is. I'm at Impish's. Hi, Scott. I have a witch farm. Which farm? My one. It's complete and utter tangent, but you know. Jump on a different server. Are these joinable? No. So this is Ramble Life. It's a mostly creator SMP. There are members that are not creators, but it's designed to be mostly for creators. And it's a whitelist only server. And the other one is My World, where I just invite a few people. Which farm? Yes. So Vincent, just to showcase the other thing I've done with villager breeders. We head down here. Whoop. This is my trading hall on Ramble Life. We have villager breeders in the back of each wing. So we've got 4 villager breeders. All the villagers come along here and shoot up the bubble elevators. And they go to the top where they collect in a puddle. They get wet feet. We spin around here and land. You'll see a collection of villagers. There's a copper rod, so when there's a lightning storm, it attracts the lightning to there, hits it. These will turn into witches, sends off a redstone signal that opens up the trap underneath, so they fall down. And hang on. Should say the redstone activates the doors for, I think it's like 20 seconds, which is plenty of time for them to fall down into here and they just die with the roses. It's very simple. All it is a copper rod with a redstone signal. That's it. They drop down here and I get redstone. As you can see. So it works quite well. Vince here, thank you very much for the follow. Right, back to my world. Both servers are hosted by Nodecraft. I'm partnered with them, so if you ever want a server, check them out. They do great stuff. I needed 7 mud, so let's just get rid of most. Oh, I have too much mud. No, well, we'll take a bottle. 1 bottle. That doesn't go there. Torches. I was putting them over here. Found them. That's right. I occasionally remember where I put things. So I'm going to need 7 wheat, which is not a lot. Throw these bits in. Poppies, and we'll take the iron with us. I need railings. Now, let's leave the blocks of iron so I have some spare, and we'll be good. I like villagers suffering. Don't we all, says Awidge. Yes, yes we do. Right. Anything else while I'm here? Don't have any more tough. I need to gather it if I do want some. This in. And we'll head over that way. The horse really would save me a load of gunpowder, but Oh, I was doing villagers. That was it. I got distracted with talking about witches. The reason I let all the villagers out was so I could move them to the iron farm. This one here. 2, that'll work. If I take 2 boats of 2, that's 4. I need 3, so if one escapes, we're okay. 1, 2. Love it when a plan comes together. Stay away from the lily pads. Last time I broke them. Squirrel! I feel like this is the optimal way of doing it. I don't often use F5. But just being able to see where I'm going and know that the leads are still there are really handy. I wish there was some kind of indicator that showed you still had the leads. But like this, can't tell. This. Oh. Welcome in, Scott. I appear to be stuck on a boat. How are you doing, Scott? Scott is a member of Ramble Life, the server that we were looking at earlier. Briefly. I'm going to take him up here. It's going to be easier to get them up if I have a hill. Essentially, if you pull on the flat, they snag. Whereas if you pull upwards, they float up. The last one can be difficult, but that's why we move around the hill. And zoom! Thank you very much for the follow. I love how they bounce like that. This was so much more difficult back in my day. But the last step, a bit more difficult. However, if we head up here, should be able to get enough height. But we are good. See? I told you. Let's go around. Let's go round! Villagers, so much fun. Water bucket? I mean, I could, but This is working fine. As long as I can remember where on earth the iron farm is. Found it! We're good. And we'll walk around this little bit of hill here. Nice. Okay. Nice popping up. Now, I want a bucket of water. Let's untether for a moment. We'll put the bucket in here. And then, if we remove this water source, need to make sure we can get a boat through. and that we can get the villagers scared. We can, because that's done. That works. Right, one lead. Ah, this is annoying. I could try and get them through the singles. Struggle bus, but you know, that's not too bad. And we take the lead off. Welcome in, Wolfie. Welcome in, Dark. Oh my, Zach is leading the way, not sure if it's a good thing. Hey, I know the way to go. I haven't killed any villagers today. Now, in theory, if I just break the boat, they'll try and get to the beds, I think. And if not, it's fine. Well, never mind. Clearly, I know nothing. Oh, come back here. Come back here. Oh, I hate them. There we go. We're okay. Piggy Pidge. Oh, Pidge. Sorry. Hey, welcome in. Really cool people, and I appreciate you all taking the time to be here. Right. This time, need to keep an eye out for mobs that will kill villagers. Go with you. Wait for it. Oh. I need it to go up the lip slightly. Then we click, check, and we're good. And open. And close. Second boat. I only needed 3 villagers, so it was in my interest to let one of them die. Just drag you over. Ow. Rude. Right. Now, if I was smart, I'll put the wall back up. Be nice if I could drag them over a little bit, but I don't think I can. Oh. So what we're going to do instead, break the boat. That works, Lucy? Hello. I feel a little bit exposed. Ah! Did he take damage from the... Was that my fault? Actually, no, don't tell me if it's my fault. I don't want the blame. Thanks! Thank you, Rhesus, for the angry Enderman sound. I really needed that. Now, they are getting up very quickly, which means that we're probably not going to summon an iron golem. I should also make sure we close at least half of these. Do that. Ah! Okay. I take it back! Maybe we're okay? Armor seeming to take damage. We'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, I have to boat 4 more villagers in, and I lose one. Right, what happened to the other 3 villagers in the iron farm? I don't know. But they could have taken damage from the zombie, and I've just lost them, and I need to beat the zombie. It's hard for me to know. But also, it could have been a lightning strike, because, and I need a a copper rod. Don't know. Did you murder them? I did not. He's making his way back. I know that. Technically I murdered that one, but the rest of them I don't know. I claim innocence. That one I killed. The rest, not claim. Seeing as I'm out here, let's do the mud. 5, 6, 7. I don't need enough that it's worth making a efficient farm. That's me good. Done. Smite. No, smite is on my sword. It's backwards. Normally I end up with smite on my axe and sharpness on my sword. But it's not the enchantments I got. Whee! They all went to get in. Let us in! It looks safe in there. Does it now? Nothing to see. Nothing to see. See? Nothing. Told you there was nothing to see. Poor villagers. Imagine if the other ones now die in the iron farm. I won't have any to replace them with. Come back here. How many heads have I gained? 14! Mass murder, nothing new here, move along. Exactly. Just... even Mrs. Dragon wouldn't care. On the other hand, when I kill a sheep... whew, I'm sure she'll threaten divorce if she sees me killing a sheep. Oh. Stepping inside. Right. Cook God. You're on fire? I know I'm pretty good at this game. Summon Golem. I mean, they can't. That's the funny thing. In order to summon a golem, they need beds. And they don't have them. Right, copper rod. Literally. Oh, I thought you just meant I was cool. Never mind then. I thought you were being nice. Oh, there's copper in here. I didn't need to do that. Oh well. Give me 2 copper rods. Let's offload the stuff I don't need right now. I open this one. Egg. Please. That was it. Oh, new head, farmer head. I've never had one of those before. Not only. Right. So I am cool. It's just, it's also that I was on fire. I have bricks. I have dirt that I don't have space for because, yep. What I'll probably do is convert some of that dirt into moss because I need a load of moss. But I'll figure it out later. Extra large demons, welcome in. If that's how you pronounce the name, if it isn't, let me know. I can fix it. I can pronounce it better. Right, let's sleep to get away from all the scary stuff. And while I sleep, I shall sip my tea. If you have tea, be sure to sip yours. Don't let it go cold. Cold tea's no good. Unless you actually like cold tea. No one likes cold tea. Could it be that the villagers despawn once the breeder produces too many new ones? No. Villagers do not despawn. They are permanent. They can, however, despawn if they turn into witches. XL. Diamond. That's how I spell it. Okay. Hello. You appear to have found an audience. Sure, I'll take some. Ah! Clip it! I don't have the button for it. Someone, please! Clip. Scared me. You know what I just said about having too much dirt for the chest? How convenient! Now I've got a use for it. Nice, well, I love it. Thank you. Zark said, dragons morbituum and fine dining. You stab them, we slab them. How would you like your villager done today? Reminds me of Roadkill Grill. You kill them, we grill them. Thank you, Rhesus. Thank you for doing the kaboom. I have to share that on social media and see if anyone likes my video. This. And thank you very much for the follow. I missed the name. Let me tab over. Oh, it's XL. So much. Right, we're going to fill in this bit as well. It'll look right. And we'll continue with what I was doing. I'm really glad they didn't kill me. Right. A bit of emeralds. Let me talk to this guy for some brick. And because I'll need quartz at some point, quartz too. I love that a baby chicken has wandered in there and now can't get out because the chicken requires 2 blocks of height. Beat me to it, Rhesus. So what you're saying is you're a bit slow. Gotcha. Right, more brick for me. We've got some mud, we've got some copper which I can put away. We're in a good place. Start a YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel. It's there. See, there's a link. That's right. I know how to plug things. Should have started with that, but you know. Oh, also, that torch came from over here, so let's make sure it's lit in the area. That'll work. Up and away. Now, for the new people that have come in today, I should explain that this is a relatively new world. I'm 3 episodes in. I do have a 4th one in the works, but I've got some editing to do. Fine golem. Nice. We're going to put a copper rod. Yeah, that should be far enough away that it won't affect the villagers, but close enough that it saves them. I'll sub now. Yes! That puts me up to 571 subscribers, I think. Number's been slowly climbing since I've got back to making YouTube content. I started off on YouTube many years ago. And then, because I joined Livecraft and so many people were streaming, I kind of found myself having to stream. And then I realised how amazing streaming is and how much I wanted to do that. And so when time is limited, if it's a choice between streaming and making a video, I would go to make a video. I would go to stream. Just because it gives me time interacting with people. And all of the time that I'm streaming is content time. Whereas when you're making a video, thank you, a lot of your content time is used up just editing, scrubbing through footage, exporting, making thumbnails, and the rest of it. I enjoy all those parts, but not as much as spending time with cool people like Rhesus. Yeah, I feel like maybe I should put a torch on there. But yeah, this is a relatively new world. I have plans for it and ideas, but I'm working on some of the foundational stuff. I'm still looking for the button to press. Thanks, Owich. And there's a hole. Great. Oh well. Matter. So 2 stacks of brick got me 1/4 done, so I probably need about 6 stacks. Right, fill this bit in. There was 3 blocks around the corner. Wolfie says, been pressing buttons since got here. Some of them work most of the time. There's others not so much. I think I found it. Now, can you do that again? You mean get blown up by a creeper? No, I'm not getting blown up by a creeper again today. I felt like as soon as I said that, something would normally happen. Lightning just go, I will hit you now! While I'm here. I don't even need bamboo at the moment, but it's just one of those things that as I've got the space, I might as well plant it and try and collect some. It's a resource that one need. Oh, hey, there are creepers in chat. I don't think that counts. It's also very satisfying, yes. But wood is a resource that you will always need a lot of, especially if you do builds like I tend to do, which require hoppers and redstone and stuff. And having a surplus of wood, never a bad thing. Chests, hoppers, barrels, pistons. Try to think of other things that use wood. Boats. I mean, we always need more boats. Oh, blimey. Yep. My pockets filled up quickly. Awinch and Dark both having the emote as well. Ah. Now I can go back to collecting. Plan, let us see your... Oh, please. Gotcha. What kind of settings do you... I mean, there's nothing... Not set... Settings? Options. Video settings, I suppose? I don't know. There's not a lot going on there. I'm running a vanilla client. I have the most basic setup there is, and I like it that way. I've had mods in the past and played with them, but I find that they tend to be overwhelming for me and often don't present a huge amount of benefit. I'm going to put the copper rod at the iron farm and then probably go off on a journey and see whether we can find some stuff. I'm going to need lots of deep slate and tough. So if I go caving, we'll take some torches with us, light up an area around here. We're good. Weird that the bamboo grows so fast. It's just because I have lots of it. So there is a random chance every tick that it will grow. The more you have, the more you can guarantee that one of them will grow. So when you have a large enough bamboo farm, you can look at it and go, yeah, I see something is growing. But actually, since I cut all of this down, there's a lot that haven't grown a single bit. Right, to the iron farm, and then probably find a hole in the ground. That's right, I'm being lazy. There. That works. There's also the argument for potentially going on an adventure to try and find mangrove. But to be honest, I'm more keen to get the tough and the deep slate than I am to get mangrove. We have builds that require both. Bamboo auto farms take advantage of the random tick growth. Yes. And I plan on building a bamboo farm. I have. In fact, disconnect. I downloaded a backup of the creative world earlier today. We go single player, DR creative. Oh, spoilers. This is what we're working on at the moment. So there are things that I have access to and things that I don't have access to. For example, I don't have azalea bushes. I will need to get them at some point. But I do have access to moss. I just need to make a farm. Anyway, what I was going to say is this is the design concept for the log cabin. Impish Fox did the cabin. I then did this here. So you'll see the point of this in a moment. There's here. Love the garden theme. Thanks. Don't normally do things like that. This log cabin, Impish is going to log on and scale it down a little bit because I said it was a little bit too big. Probably by like 30%. But she had an a cheap half and an expensive half. You can tell the difference because one uses lots of logs and the other one uses wood. The idea is that we'd have a staircase going down to where the wood storage is. It gives me a reason to explore in the world. And so that staircase would go down however many blocks to get to this room with the bulk storage. So all different woods would end up in here. I would probably need to make it one wider for rejected things that don't go in any of these slots. But I also have the opportunity to use this painting! So I might make it one wider. The idea would be that we're underground, we'd have an area with a bamboo farm there, and it would automatically cut it, collect it, and craft it into blocks to then output it into a silo here. I've made a small silo, but it's just an example. If I have enough wood, I might just make it very tall. But I was aware that this might be close to the surface or it might be far down. Scott says, well, I fell clearing the vines from mangrove trees. That's the thing. I need mangrove trees specifically for this roof, which is why I can't work on this project until I have the mangrove. Everything else we have access to. So we can work on this project once I've got mangrove. But at the moment, it's on pause. However, the stuff over here, I have most of it. I can do bits and pieces. 2 double chests as a center aisle, just a thought. 2 double chests as a center aisle. How do you mean? Like in here? Because the output will always fill up these. I'd probably need to put an input barrel somewhere so that if I grab too much, I can put it back. But I might do that upstairs or down here. Or even just, I've come bringing wood, put it into the input. Wandering Trader has a big chance to drop trade for mangrove saplings. I've had one Wandering Trader. Just one. And he offered me spruce. The least useful sapling because it's one of the first ones I got. Wait, thanks. So yes, there is that as an option. Yeah, like the barrels, just in the middle. But for what purpose? Part of me wants to design like something to go over there like an office, but admit that the trader is useful. It would be if it gave me the sapling I wanted. But yeah, this will be why I need the mangrove. Is that why I came over here? It was something. Oh, it's because I said about bamboo farm. But yeah, I have lots of different projects that I'm planning on building. The order depends on when I get them and inspiration. I have a book full of things I want to get done in the world. Spoiler alert. Thanks, Reese's. I have spoken about it before. And also, you're here for the streams. If you're here for the streams, you get spoilers. That's how it works. Oh, Wolfie said, I get that with sugarcane, plant 3, go clear 2 stacks of cobble, come back. It's 30 blocks high, I don't need it anymore. Diamond says, always get mangrove, but never with pale saplings. Never with pale saplings? I don't understand. I don't follow you. Sorry. Wolfie says, I've had 3 to 4 traders and still not seen sugarcane off them yet. I don't even remember ever having to get sugarcane from a wandering trader. It's not something I've ever paid attention to. Coral and sand are the most common ones for me to care for. Right, I came here because I wanted to offload stuff. We're going to throw iron in here. I'm going to take the rockets with me. If we've got spare gunpowder, we do have spare gunpowder. Nice. And spare paper. That. So enough to make more rockets. Some food. Glass bottle goes in here. We'll take some extra of that. And to cook chickens in case I run out. Everything else will tidy up. Give myself a clear inventory. Or relatively clear. Oh, the pale woods not play the new vanilla. I have pale wood, but only in sapling. I've only got a stack of a bit, and I've got some saplings, so I can get more. How do you get the villager heads? You need a data pack for it. Which I don't have a link handy on me, but if you go to any of my YouTube videos, in the description there has a link to the Blazing Coast Advancement Pack that I'm running and the head pack. It's part of Vanilla Tweaks if you want to Google it instead. Each mob, except for zombies, skeletons, and creepers, I think it's just those three. Oh, and wither skeletons have a chance of dropping a head when you kill them. That chance is increased with looting, and each one varies. So, for example, a salmon I think is like a 1 in 5 chance, whereas a sheep is something like a 1 in 50 chance. I forget the specifics. I've not looked at the specifics because I haven't needed the heads, but they're a thing that it's nice to have in the game, and then it's an option to use. Right, before we head off, I want to make sure I have Silk Touch Unbreaking. Sure, we'll go with this pick with me. We'll take the ender chest. I don't think I have any spares. Ooh. Maybe I do have a spare. Okay, we'll take one with us like this. I can leave the one there. We'll take a bed. We'll go from that bit. Jeff, thank you very much for the follow. If you love mods, try action and stuff. What is action and stuff? Curious. Although, don't use many mods. In fact, I'm not using any mods at the moment. It's all data packs. We'll go as soon as I've drunk my tea, because it's now at the optimal drinking temperature that I need to stop and drink it. Otherwise, I will just feel remorse for my tea that was at the perfect drinking temperature. So good. Wolfie says, I've been playing modded too much. If no easy villager or fast decay, then it's crap pack in my eyes. So I've played with fast decay, and in some ways it's nice to have, but also, I get over it. So it doesn't take me long to adjust. Oh yeah, they just notified me about actions. Alright, help! Explain! Sorry, I'm really enjoying this tea. I made it an hour ago. Normally it lasts longer than this. However, I've run out of black tea, so I'm having an Earl Grey. It seems to cool off quicker. I should explain for anyone who's not been here before, I have a mug warmer. So when I go live, I start with a full pint of tea, and it keeps it warm so that it can last. Normally get a couple of hours of it keeping warm, even with a suboptimal mug. If you have the right mug, it will stay warm for pretty much indefinitely. But I don't. I have a mug that doesn't have a flat bottom. So it doesn't keep it warm indefinitely. It just keeps it warm enough. Normally a couple of hours, and realistically when I stream I tend to do 3 hours. So drinking a pint of tea over the first 2 hours is good. Sounds like I have a gift idea. A gift idea? What do you mean? For who? Are you buying someone a mug warmer? I just forgot to buy tea bags when I went out. And then when I got back I went, well, I could go back to the shop to get some tea bags, but I do have Earl Grey. I could have Earl Grey. For you? Okay. Go on. What do you think I need? Tea finished. Wolfie says, I make the excuse to get up every hour to stretch and make coffee. I don't need the excuse. I'm normally quite active. Right, we are taking one crafting table. One bed. And that should be... Wait, I broke the bed. Oh, it's there. Torches! That's the one. If I take a stack of wood and a stack of charcoal, I can make 4 more stacks of torches. And while I could go anywhere, I should probably wear the chest plate, but never mind. Oh, I think I'd rather find a cave around here. Let's head this way. North. See if I can find an opening somewhere. We spent time here before because we had to use the pillager hut to get the ominous potions. Sometimes I get engrossed and it's Oh, my plan was to land gracefully before falling down, but sure, we'll just fall down. Ooh, glow squid. It's perfectly safe around here, right? That worked. That worked. Right. I would like some lichen. I didn't bring any iron with me. Oh well, I'll find some at some point. A chest plate would have been a good idea, but there we go. Now remind me if I happen to see, or you see Tough and I don't notice it, feel free to nudge me and tell me off. Weird that such an amazing streamer gets only 29 views. 29 views, where? My view count varies significantly from stream to stream. It's down to who's available, what I'm doing, whether I get raided, whether I'm attracting people naturally, who else is streaming at the same time. So for example, a couple of weeks ago I was streaming during the Hermitcraft Gamers Outreach thing. We raided off to one of the hermits, I can't remember which one. But when events like that are going on, a lot of the community will be elsewhere, and that's fine. So you'll make... No. Let's head over here. Okay, for later viewing, I have sent you a DM with the idea. Are you saying that it's not suitable for me to look at now? Because I kind of want to look now, because you have been curious. And if I don't look, my brain will be pondering for the rest of the time, thinking, what has Dark suggested? And I might want to discuss the idea with you while I'm live. If I read it later and realise, that's a stupid idea, well, I can't tell you if you're... That worked. I mean, I was backing down a hill that I couldn't see if there was anything at the bottom of it, but, you know. She's trying not to disrupt stream and all. I mean, I appreciate that, but also, I'm choosing to take advantage of the fact you are available right now. If I don't do it until later, I'll forget, and then by the time I look at it, you'll be asleep, and then I can't ask you stuff. Tough, that's the andesite looking one. Pretty much, yeah. Right, I'm opening up my DMs. Oh, Dark, put some clothes on. It was a joke. Auto on-off gravity induction coffee mug with intelligent temperature control. So, and it's a wireless charger. It's cool looking, but it doesn't offer me anything that my mug warmer doesn't already give me. So I have multiple temperature settings on mine, and I could keep it warmer for longer by having the right shaped mug. But I prefer the taste of my tea in my mug. So the ideal mug you want for a mug warmer has a flat bottom and a metal... Yeah, metal flat bottom. I'm going to walk across this gravel. That's terrifying. Right. We want to head down, however, there's an area like this opening up. So, ooh! That's andesite. It's close. It's not what I'm after. Hello! I don't have a bow. We're okay! It's Still not what I'm after. Oh. Is this the bit I was walking on earlier and I just walked around and then fell down a different hole that took me down? Okay. We're okay! Smuggler's self that I was looking at. Oh, okay. And fair point. Wolf says don't take much for him to screw. Hey! I'm gonna have a elytra. Worst case scenario, I can fly out. That's tough. I thought that was a diamond for a moment. And I don't need a huge amount of this, so I'll just grab it while I'm here. The other thing I need is deep slate, which I could focus on grabbing from here. Yeah. Deep slate can wait. The deep slate's purpose is on the roads. I want to use cobbled deep slate for my tarmac, but I can have something else instead of it and just replace it over time. Whereas the tuff is kind of important because it gives me structure to build up against. But Doug, I very, very much appreciate the thought, and it's not a bad idea. Don't want you spending money on it or other people spending money on it. It doesn't offer me any advantage at the moment. But it is definitely a solid idea. Ooh. How much tuff do I need? I need slabs for the top, every third. So 4 stacks would probably be enough. It's an insignificant thing to come down here for. But if I grab it while I'm here, it just makes sense. Right, now for the gold. Bear with. I'm really glad that wasn't at a time where I was near a creeper. Hello? Hello? These caves are always so intricate and noodle-like. I want to hop down there. That looks like a good spot to find some diamonds. Before I do that, just checking around corners. The problem is when you check around corners like this and then you just discover it opens up dramatically. You never find your way back. Hello! Goodbye! Failed to do that one. Nothing? We're good. You missed. I did not miss, did I? Well, Ben Cotton, thank you for the bless you. And same to you, Reese's, with a 5 stacks. Do I have 5? I said 4, didn't I? And I've ooh. Don't mind if I do. But I do need to grab more. You are quite right. There's plenty of it. Just one of those things that if you don't have enough of it when you're at the surface, it can be a right pain to go and get some. That makes sense to grab it while I'm down here. Told you. Alright, alright. Tough in there, so that's 3.5 stacks. Also means one less thing to carry. Remember when I break that, not to use the fortune pick. Feels pretty good. Probably plenty, but at the same time, the wise words that I just shared that getting to the surface and not having enough is annoying and problematic. So, better to have too much. But Zach, you want the fortune from Ender Chest? Do I? I mean, in fairness, if I'd broke it, it's not a problem. I only recently got my first Ender Chest, and I have enough space in my inventory that I should be fine without it. But it just gives me a little bit more flexibility in what I can pick up without having to worry about capacity. I want 5 more just to complete the stack. 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 5. There we go. Throw this in. Nearly a stack of that. Might as well throw the odds in. And Silk Touch. Oh, it's so painfully slow without efficiency. Right, head back to where it opened up, which was over this way. I need deep slate anyway, so if I, rather than jumping across, we staircase up, getting me the materials I need. Actually quite clever. Yay, more tough. Ooh! I love when I see bits like this and go, oh, it's a dead end, but I'll just see what happens. Even if it was only for 1 diamond, is a little bonus. The kids gaming, welcome in. I don't know what that word says. Wait, you have the ender chest already, but no shulkers. Oh my, this feels backwards. I haven't actually explored the end yet. I went to the end with Impish last week. In fact, there's a VOD of it. You should watch the VOD. It's quite funny. KDS. Okay. What was I saying? Something clever and witty, I'm sure. Well, the better one. One more better than none. I mean, yes. But we went to the end, we got the elytra, and then we got out of there. We weren't suited for us both to explore. So if I'd have explored, I would have been exploring without Impish, and that wouldn't have been fun. Bear with. KDS, thank you very much for the follow. I want to head down there. Whee! Don't be a dead end. Oh, at least there's a diamond down here. Okay, I don't mind it being a dead end. It's fine. Really? 1? Again? Like I'm being ripped off. Hello? Again, not much of interest. I see the creeper up there, and it does open up a fair bit, so let's go explore. Check, sometimes diamonds form in veins. Oh, I know. It's more of a little bonus that I feel good about than something I'm overly concerned about. Minecraft world is infinite. It's just a little bit of a boost. I would like to grab that diamond from up there. And if I was doing it properly, I should. But realistically, I have an infinite world. I've got enough diamonds for what I need. I'm okay. But here, for example, there and there, there's a chance there being some around here. But I'm not overly concerned that I'm digging it all out. I was just grabbing the stuff that's obvious and clear and nearby. Right, we're going to dig down here. He's going to be interested, but I'm going to outskill him. So I'm going to outskill him. Really? Right. Ah, we're good. That was lucky. I also haven't set my spawn down here, so if anything happens, I have to find my way back somehow. Free sub gone, socks. I saved as well. I'm sorry, Wolfie. Unfortunately, I have to weigh up how much it costs. And I can't do it all the time. It's expensive for me because I have to pay out for it. And I'm all... That was not a hint, though. That really wasn't. Start gifting 5 subs to the channel. Scott, welcome back to the sub club. Zug, Shallow Stack, Awedge, and Harmis. Welcome to the sub club. Right, we are good. Good. I'm going to go this way because I haven't been down here and there could be something good. If you watch, it supports me and it's very much appreciated, but it gets expensive if I do free subs. I have to pay for them, and hopefully my content is still enjoyable even with the ads, and then I get something that helps pay our bills. Ooh, I don't need iron. Why did I get distracted by that? Gold, on the other hand, badly. Now, the argument for not grabbing the area around the diamonds falls apart when you realise I do need deep slate, so it's in my best interest to dig and search for stuff. Hello, zombie. Hello, other zombie. Can't catch me because I'm running in the opposite direction. All right. Thank you, Scott, for saying thank you. A lot of subs and gifted subs happen for people who are active in the community but aren't necessarily in chat at the time they get gifted a sub. So when people are, it's very, very nice and appreciated when you take the time to say thank you. Right, let's go this way, because why not? Nope. I should just be making an effort to kind of chip off corners as I'm walking, because I can explore and gather resources. That looked like an iron vein for a second. Ow. That goes up significantly. We'll probably go up there in a moment. Peer around the corner. This bit we've seen. That bit we've seen, we're good. I like to look for my mind, but if you ask Aladar, it's a lost cause. I don't think Aladar would say such a mean thing. Aladar's lovely. At least she's lovely to me. Right. I believe I can fly. I can fly! This is where I came in. Actually, that worked out quite well. Just gotta put my head around, just in case I see any big openings. No, we did this bit. I didn't go this way because it didn't look as interesting. I don't know. Why didn't I go this way? Ow. Right, out we go. And we're good. See, that was the hole. That's the pillager outpost, and that's where the build is. Is this a different hole? Ow. I said ow. Free glow ink. I will happily take that. We've got a clear path out. It does look like a new hole. If you want to teleport to your base fast, simple, just find a lava source and swim. I mean, yes, that is a way. I don't want to teleport that much. I'm okay. That works. And do you know what? Just break that and walk around. Might have nothing that. Ooh, a geode. That's handy. We found geodes previously. However, they are not as easy to get to as that. Ow! Rude. Ow! Rude. Wait, there was a hype train? You made a hype... Hang on. Ha! Thank you. Ooh. I got spilt tea! Did you leave your chest behind? Nope. Ben's chest is here. As soon as you said that, my brain went, I don't think so. Did I? Head over this way. And we're going to light it up. Even though this isn't where the loot that I want is. Ah, because I worry about those things happening. Ow. For good reason. Thank you for making a hype train happen. Sorry, I failed to notice. Right, I saw diamonds down there. However, just down this way first. That way is easier to navigate to and from. Ow. I see nothing! Doesn't mean there's nothing, it just means I don't see anything. OP armor? Not really. First enchantment I could get. I don't even have all the villagers. I haven't done that thing with all trading halls. I did on Ramble Life because it made sense to do it. There were enough people that needed all of the enchantments that I did it on behalf of the rest of the server. But a single player world, how many books do I need with Depth Strider? Not that many. It's easier just to buy the book, buy the boots and re-roll. It was a surprise train. Twitch has added it in randomness, and it seems to happen more often than not. I just didn't see the notification for it. I was distracted with the fact that I'm in a hole. Right, we have creepers over there. This way looks safer to start with. I'll start over here. We'll work over to those creepers, and I can approach them in a measured way. Oh, hello. Don't think any of the insects got away. Very good. It's a very small pocket that just happened to spawn two thingy bumpies. Glow squid. We're good. Search for diamonds in water caves. I mean, I did. Didn't get me much. And to be honest, I'm not really after these. I'm just using it as an excuse to cave a little bit. I mostly needed the tough and a little bit of deep slate. But happy to find other bits and pieces as I'm down here. Wrong pick. Same hole? Different hole. Same hole? Different hole. Same hole! I didn't realise that was connected. And that's okay. We're gonna head around the corner, just double check on the wall. There's nothing up there, and ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't have found it opening if I hadn't stretched back. And again, I need deep slate. dig some out as you go and uncover some diamonds. Or gold. Diamonds! See? Hey, I got a sub that's very kind. It is kind. Dark gifted 5. It's very, very kind. Ow! I did that to myself. It was a bit of a foolish thing to do. Tell you what, I'll stand back for this one. Run underneath it. And we're back to where we were. Round in the circle. Are you happy to see that the new saddle recipe now is easy to craft? To be honest, I'm not overly concerned about the saddle recipe because in Minecraft I've never found a shortage of saddles, and with the ability to fish often giving you saddles as part of the process, it's never been a thing I've struggled for. It's nice that they've added it. I think it should be there, but it's not going to impact me majorly. Welcome, Cause. Hi, how you doing? You join me as I'm underground and not dying. Yet. That would have been a really bad time to perish. Especially as I don't know where I am. Early game I usually skip the horse step since I don't fish. Yeah, I can understand that. But you end up with saddles from other things as well. You get them in loot chests. There are many ways to get them. I'm going to put some torches down so I can see where I'm going back to. Hop down, have a look. Not expecting a lot. But wouldn't mind being pleasantly surprised. Nope. Geo, welcome in. Find me as I'm caving. This thing I occasionally do. I grab this lava because it's easier than getting past. A lava source, exactly. I mean, in fairness, I have plenty of lava at my base because we have the dripstone and the cauldrons and stuff set up. I just wanted to head down here. I couldn't have waited, could I? So impatient. Oh, diamonds. I feel better now. Ow. Ow. I'm fine. Ow. So your advice of jump in. I did. I listened to you before I even read your message. I don't have fire protection on any of my armor, which is unusual for me. Fire protection is normally a priority. Typically, I go for fire protection on my boots. It's just one of those things that makes a hell of a difference, because if there's ever going to be something that surprises you, it tends to be fire and more than blasts. So I'd rather have fire protection on my boots. Hey, where did I come from? Was it over? No, it was. Never mind. The lava is hot. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the advice. What time do you stream? I stream at different times. If you want to follow when I'm streaming, there is always a schedule posted on Discord, Twitter, and Blue Sky. Ow. Sorry. Failed to mute again. We're good. We're good. There's over there. Lots of stuff to explore, but also death. That's the way I came down. Heading over here shouldn't be too deadly. Oh, diamonds. We're good. I found diamonds. Again. Sure, why not? Don't really want deep slate. I've broken it in order to get stuff. Buy diamonds? Where? What? What? I saw these diamonds. See, I even grabbed them. Or did I miss some others? No, no, Zach. Wait, what? Oh! Sorry, diamond is off. Gotcha. Yep, that makes more sense. I now understand. But yet, I would argue that my misunderstanding is reasonable. Understandable, not reasonable. Sometimes I derp in ways that is stupid and unreasonable. That was one that I stand by as not that bad. Okay, that'll probably do. Hey! Pretty glad I have a light track. Thanks! Gonna land gracefully. Step up here and eat. Ah! Very true, totally not a who's on first moment. Sometimes I can argue with you, other times I lack the skill. This is all new, I haven't been here before. But that's okay. I will probably find my way out. Just going to do it slowly. Take my time, think about my process, and then find a way out. This way looks good. See? I was right. Eating rockets. I mean... I've done worse things. This is not the way. However, this is cool. I've allowed myself to get distracted, but this is nothing new. A load of creepers. I saw the light and thought that it was where my torches were. Same here. That is not my light. I mean, worst case scenario, I dig up. It's not a problem. Let's eat though while I'm on the ground. Right, don't mind if I do. Let's swap things out. Put some torches down. Grab free stuff. That works. Doesn't help me get out, but you know. Abbott and Costello skit. Who's on first? Funny bit with an intentional play on words. Okay, I feel like I need to see this skit. Not right now, but if you want to send me a DM, that would be appreciated. Okay, this is not the way out, but I'm going to land here. Figure out where I am? Would you go away, please? I mean, that works. So this opening here looks familiar because this is... Ah, got it. Make sure I can pick things up. That would be amazing. Let's pop this down. Throw the stuff in here that I want, but I don't necessarily need on my hotbar. Don't touch it. Just have to test the button. I did find it. Thanks. budding. Also not budding. Ah, I was going to say geodes are normally open to something. The structures... Oh, come on. Oh. It is open to this side. Have some amethyst shards from a geode I'd found previously, but I've got inventory space. I might as well grab what's available to me. One of those resources that make sense to pick up when you can. What is that? Oh, killer ghost. Okay. Alright, we are heading out. So, pillager outpost, turn left. That makes sense. I can probably remember that. And now we've got the tuff that I need to work on this bit. So let's go sleep over here. We don't need to head back to the main area. Whee! Okay. I was standing on the bed. Alright. Everything can go in here. Give me more space. The stuff I need. Which is tough. I'm going to do a stack of tough brick walls. See how far that gets me around. And then we'll figure out the rest. It might be more than I need, but if it is, it's not going to be it's not going to be a huge waste. Each of these need to be 2 tall. If they were 3 tall, then they'd be 2 tall. But 2 tall is just the right amount of tall. I think that made sense. I tried to make a little sense out of something that does make sense. I mean, sure, why not? Hello! Hello! That worked. Got some gunpowder. I heard that. A bit late, but I heard it. Right, we're good. And we're good. See all those rockets I wasted in the tunnels? At least I can recoup some of them. 9. I've gained 9 gunpowder. So that may have been when I was caving rather than out here, but still counts. That, like that, like that, and like that. That's all of the fence post up. Oh! Failed with a tough. Right, let's go with. Was it 3? I need 3 tough brick. And I need to figure out how these archways are working. It should be 1 stair, 2 stair, 1 stair, 2 stair. Hang on. There, there, stair. So it's 3 on either side, but what have I done in the middle? Oh, a brick. Okay. So I need 4 bricks. And 24 stairs. That work? 24 tough brick stairs. That. And then 4 of these. Hopefully. Let's put the regular tough on my hotbar. I can use that as a scaffolding block if I need it. Go there. There. Same on this side. Don't think I can jump and reach, so pillar up and boop. of these in the middle, which then gives me the ability to place that one there. An arch! The clip also included that zombie knocking you off. Good! We need to keep record of when zombies offend me and do bad, naughty things. 1 and 2. Genius. And that one there. Continue. I need to check my iron levels, but we'll see. 1 and 2. Oh. Okay, we're good. Same on this side. Now the posts that aren't gateways will need slabs on top of them. I think I used regular tough slabs rather than brick. And 1 and 2. 3 gateways. Good, zombie, thanks. I'm glad to see you're on my side. There. One of those. One of those. One of those. And one of those. Nice. How many pillars are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 40, 44. I need 22 smooth tough. Polished tough. We pop this in. Go with 22. Perfect. Don't know why I went for smooth rather than brick, but that does look good. I like it. Brick would be wrong because you'd end up with a seam. So here, if you just had that brick on top, this looks like 2 halves of a brick on top of a post, which would be very unstable. It's okay for that bit because they link together, but for this it'd be wrong. But all the time we're doing this, the iron farms are running. We're gaining resources. We can go trade for brick to do the path. Like I have a plan. Be even more amazing is if I did the wrong number of slabs. I did 22 slabs rather than 44. Oh well. We're right next to the stone cutter. It's not exactly difficult. Placing them, on the other hand, first time every time. Thanks, Awinch. Thanks. I'm glad you're on my side. Who am I kidding? No one's ever on my side. Except Dark. Dark's on my side. But at least Dark regrets that regularly. I'm sort of dreading doing the iron railings just because they are a bit of a pain to place. Because your hitbox you're trying to click on is smaller and prone to errors. That. Like that. Like that. 16 left. And yeah. 10 on this wall, 1 on the corner, then 5 over there. That makes perfect sense. Might even use the horse. Wolfie says, I'm on my side, I think. What does your side say? And last one. No wasted resources. Perfect. Just like me. This stuff will all be heading back. I can grab out of the chest at the other end. Put some torches in here. This seems good, I think. I might as well harvest this one. Yeah. I'm on not Zach's side usually. Oh, okay, Winch. In which case, I will point out that I believe the world isn't flat. Which means that you believe it is! And now everyone thinks you are foolish. Now who's the fool? Still me, isn't it? Hey, Bacon. At some point I'll have an automatic farm, but that point is not yet. And even just to build the farm, I'm going to need a load of bamboo to make chests. Risa says, I'm perfect, you're perfect. Are we now too perfect? I mean, if being too perfect was a crime, lock me up. Oh, I know I'm not perfect. It was a joke. And if people thought that I was being serious with that, they don't know me. I'm far too self-defecating. Deprivating. We are good. Let's take the bed while it's sunset. We'll sleep, get the iron, go back to the area, unload this stuff into the chest, and get some more brick. Wolfie says, so it's not on the backs of the 4 elephants atop a giant space turtle then. I get that reference. Discworld novels. Also, this is I'm gonna have fencing here. Oh dear. Let's dismount the horse. Where are the rest of your Where are your friends? Either way, I just wanted to kill those two before they shot at me and hit my horse. I don't mind being shot by them. I mind if they hit the horse. Terry Pratchett? My brain's now questioning whether I'm remembering correctly. All looks good over here. This is a hole. I didn't mean to come down here. Difficult to see the ground when you're on a horse. And that needs to be filled in. I blame weather. Don't tell whether I said that, please. Oh. That's slightly alarming. Ah, we are 1 villager down. Do I bring a villager in or carrot? No, if I get carrots, they'll make a baby, and then he'll get eaten by the zombies. Zombie. So, yep, that iron farm doesn't work. Ah! I mean, in fairness to me, how would I have possibly known there was a hole there? I wish I could say that that was for a comedic effect. Nope, I just derped. Yep. It's embarrassing to be me. Hey, Jazz. I have a cat on my computer. 13? Is that it? There's still 3 in there, so we're good. But also, we did travel off, so... Hello, Jasmine. That is the correct emote. You should be sitting on my computer. You're going to get moved. Whilst my computer's fine and not overheating, it's just not a behaviour I want to encourage. I want to make sure she doesn't have the habit of sitting on top of the computer, even if it is warm. Mine? Look at me saving. Actually worked. Right, we hop off. And we tie you to this post. As good as any. I also have Cat on PC case. She's asleep. Yeah, I'm keen not to have that be normal. Just can't risk it, especially when I go, I don't want my computer to get too hot and affect performance, and there's warm places. In fairness, she's not doing it for the warmth, she's doing it to sit with me, but still, there's plenty of space around me. She could sit on my lap. Huh? Right, we're good. We've gained a little bit of brick. Not a lot, but a little bit. I've still got some iron. Now we've got this stuff to sort out, although I'm probably just going to throw the stuff in, sort it out later. Mostly. Tell you what, we'll sort this out. 23 diamonds and some lapis does not take long to place in the right spot, and it gives me less to have to do later. Or even get rid of the charcoal and the sticks. I've changed. Silk touch can go in there. Deep slate will be wanting, so I'll keep hold of that. Although, not the point of needing it yet, so let's put it. Wolfie says, I have 5 fans running, not a problem. I mean, my fans will run, I just don't need them to. There's other spaces you could be just as comfortable with. And iron goes over here. We'll take a regular iron. What does it cost to make rails? Okay, not too bad. Now each section is 3 wide, 2 tall, so that's 6. And 60. I think about 180. I think. We'll do 2.5 stacks for now. We can make more. I'm not going to. I'm going to fly. I have a light truck. I'm going to use them. There's a box with comfy top, not 1 foot away. She wants the PC. We have a cat tree too. Jasmine sits next to it. Just by having that there, it changes this shape, and then that offends me less. Yep, I'm happy. But again, just placing these is time consuming, but being able to do it whilst I'm on stream and able to hang out with you people, that's very, very much appreciated and makes it more enjoyable for me. Be something, a reason to look forward to it, as opposed to just sitting and placing hundreds of blocks. What are you doing? I'm placing 200 iron rails. And the hitbox is that bit. Placing the rails does feel like a milestone thing, because then the inside is done and I can continue to just chip away at the other bits. But each ring of extra thing to do gets bigger. Of course, once we've done the rails, the path out here is a lot of brick. But then the deep slate out here, I think, is 9 blocks wide. Blackstone. Quartz, blackstone. Yeah, 9 blocks wide, and then the brick on the outside is going to be 3, and it's a much bigger square. There's a lot of things that I can slowly chip away at, especially as I have a limited speed that I can gather the resources. And while I could bulk up on how fast I'm gathering the resources, it's easy just to go, yeah, I have 5 different things I need to gather. Let's gather them at the pace that I can, and then do them at whatever pace they come in. Same reason I'm buying quartz now, so I go, yeah, I'll then have enough to do the road markings. Boop, 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 boop. I'll also need to figure out andesite though. So I may at some point kill that villager. I'm pretty sure all stonemasons give the option of quartz and brick, which is the other thing I need, but I want one that offers andesite. Polished andesite specifically. Boop and boop. We are running out of iron, but I have enough. Confident of it. I thought this would use up more ingots than it has been. Because I'm just over half done. I've still got plenty of ingots left. Boop, boop. And I did 2.5 stacks. That's probably 2 and a bit stacks. I said 180 though, which would only be 3 stacks, so I clearly miscalculated. 10 sections, 30. Oh, it's 240 it should be. Which is a multiple of 16? Because 5 lots of 16 is 80, and 80 goes into 240. So, yeah. I should be able to do it without having any spares. I just haven't bothered to work out the multiple now. Just gone, yeah, that'll do. I'll figure it out in a bit. Even if I make 16 at a time at the end, it's fine. Ooh, thank you very much for the follow. Blue art. I had to Alt-Tab to change my windows around because I couldn't see my follow notifications again. That's the problem with having a screenshot directly sitting over where my follow notifications ping up. Now would probably be a good time to sleep, but also I want to use up these remaining iron bars. Then I can count how many more I need. That. So we have 18 minus 2. So that's exactly 16. So it's 1 full set. Ball, welcome in. Do that. And we sleep. Top bunk this time. Because Wither's not here to steal my top bunk. And just like that, we've got difference. There are some bits along with the texturing of the path that I want to do but don't need to be a high priority. For example, my plan with the grass is to have it alternating between grass and moss. But to do that I need a lot of moss. I don't have a moss farm. I might as well wait until I make a moss farm. Especially as I'm going to need azalea bushes and stuff, and yeah, kind of makes sense. Right, we have 40. There's not a lot of brick. If we do it this way, they should, in theory, pop out. See, that's the advantage of doing double clicks. If it fails, I'm only going to lose a couple. And because I'm using up the resources as I go, I'll know exactly when I run out. Like that. So I'm not making a hole for me to fall down. That's actually quite clever, considering. Considering I did it. Bear with, what about? Oh. Sorry, I had an eye to poke. Right, eye rails in. Pedestals on top. This area needs to be lit up, however, just be wary. I will keep hold off for now. Gotta be brick, I need brick. And andesite. So let's go get a new villager, I suppose. If only I hadn't killed them all. First off, in here, let's get some emeralds. Use those emeralds to buy brick. Angelic, welcome in. I'm actually tempted to not get rid of this villager, but get a second. Stonemason. How you doing, Angelic? Boy, hi. I need a torch. Give me a torch. A torch. Give me a torch. I'll just go inside. And I need a stone cutter, which requires 1 iron and 3 stone. Thankfully, I didn't sell all of it. Am I failing to remember how to make a stone cutter? It's there. I didn't see it on the... It's there. It's right there. Question my sanity. So 1 stone cutter. I need torches, so we'll grab those, and we need trapdoors. I want 2. That's annoying. Oak is there. Rest goes back in, and we make some trapdoors. Let's pop this in place. Torch above it. Don't want the farmer. I'd like this one that doesn't have a profession currently. We don't have to get him into the hole, just close enough to it that he'll wander in. And realistically, because we've got this little bit over here, if we get far enough in, like this, hop out, and block up there, eventually he'll go in. Like that. That works. Break the dirt. Head down here. The bottom trapdoor is so that baby zombies can't go through. So you want 9 because I've upset him. He'll forgive me in time. He'll get over it. Hopefully. And when he does, I'll then trade. In the meantime, I just will let him sit there and consider whether he wants to forgive me. Right, another stack and a bit of bricks. We have andesite we'll need to place. I don't think I have a lot of it. But I'll grab what I have for now. In a way, I don't want to use the andesite I have because I will be buying polished andesite, which is what I want. But theoretically, andesite is renewable. I'm just aware that I might want to keep some in its standard form. If you're not familiar with andesite, you can make it from using cobble and quartz. Cobble and quartz makes diorite, and diorite and cobble makes andesite. So if I go like that, we can make more andesite. Very useful thing that a lot of people aren't aware of. Go with 41. It's a start. And while I'm here, offload the other junk.
The plan is simple.
Is it?
Don't die.
It's always the plan. It never works out that way. Also, that's the voice of Jetty Pond. Just offloading what I've got on me. And hoping that we might refresh. He has refreshed. Thank you. We don't have creepers in here this time. We did earlier. But not this time. Now, realistically, I could keep the iron on me because there'll be more of it in the iron farm that I'll be bringing back. It's good to throw some in. Oh, deep slate. I have more in here, so we'll throw this in for now. Tie the redstone out because I'm making an effort to tidy as I go. See? Effort made. Also, welcome in. What's the dragon doing? The dragon has been making paths. How was your stream? I'm assuming you braided off. Did you run till 4? You were live before me, though. Was it a 1 till 4 slot? That's a 3-hour slot? Yes, 3 hours. Okay. So, central area. Pond? Wishing wells there. Path is around the outside. Walls around the outside. Fences up. We've gathered a load of brick. And I'm placing it. I've then got a road to do on the outside of this, but it requires some levelling. One thing at a time. Bricks first. And then step down. Oh, it's andesite and then 9 deep slate. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it this way. Because this is still the hole. And I want to keep as much of the dirt as possible. Because it could be useful for filling in the holes over there. I think actually we're... Oh, I was going to say we're not in the hole, over the hole anymore. We are over the hole. I was wrong. I hate being wrong. I already refused to. How was your stream? What did you get up to? And the AlphaCraft team have been really active. Now I absolutely need to take a bio break. Interesting term. If anyone isn't familiar with Ozzy, he's a lovely person and a streamer. Ooh. What is that? Oh, I have the Clips Leader badge. Nice. Zach wrong. That's like a daily thing. Hey, some days you don't hear from me because I'm offline. Made a maze. Please don't get lost in your own maze because that'd be embarrassing. Could be on brand for me more than you. Nighttime is coming. It's like Game of Thrones but different. And then a pigling guest alt monster. Oh, what? You know when people use words, but those words don't have meanings to you, and you question whether you're sane? No, just me? Okay, never mind. Same to you, piggy boy. Hello. You have a creeper here. Nope, none. Thankfully. There's a skeleton over there. Close enough? I mean, he's a bit of a creep. He's going through my bins. That was a joke. I think. Hopefully. Witch! Creepers! Lots of creepers! Regrets! Dealt with, and I got some gunpowder. And redstone. Nice! That was why I came over here, was specifically because I went, oh, redstone, I could do some of that. I haven't made a cleric yet. Right, I dropped piglins in minecart so they landed on top of each other, and then I was nearly unable to separate them. Right. I mean, we all need a hobby. It sounds more normal than some that I know of. That'll work. And it's only this section here, so we're actually not far off having enough. Brick, at least for this side of the street. That's right, unlike what Doc Brown said, we do need roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. We do. We are not in the future. Yet. Great Scott! Indeed. I mean, Scott was in earlier. And we had that thing played. His arrival sound. Free dirt? Sure. I know. And again, I need to... I always worry because I'm so used to the old Minecraft where this would be dark enough. It isn't anymore. But it was. Covering up this hole would make sense. But also... I wasn't saying you weren't here, Scott. My point was more that you did your arrival sound. Was wondering why I could hear a thunderstorm, realised my sound was on. Not thundering here, must be on Ramble Life. Right, so we need more brick for this. Give me one moment while I open up a screenshot. Why have I sneezed like 4 times today? Ah, okay. So for this section here, let's make polished andesite. Can I make polished andesite straight from? I can. I need 3 stairs. I need 5 stairs. We'll figure this out in a moment. And we're going to need cobbled deep slate slabs. So let's go with a stack of cobbled deep slate slabs. Put the rest back in here. I need to step away. Please don't let me die. I'm going to keep my headphones on. I need to get a tissue because I sneezed and now I need to blow my nose. One moment. You see, I stepped away knowing that that might happen, saying that that might happen, and yet I got to the kitchen, grabbed a bit of kitchen roll, and as I did so, I jumped out of my skin, knowing that it was probably going to happen. Right, we're going to go this way first. This is the way that I'm going to work. Might happen. That's what I thought. Right. This is going to be... I want a crossing here. So at this point, let me think how wide it is. It'll be like this. So let's just take that. So this is a zebra crossing, or at least it will be. I do not have the quartz that I want to use, but it would be 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines. So the quartz slabs would be there. And then on this side, we'd have the stairs going up again. I need that over here. So I need 5 more stairs. There we go, take out this bit, and this bit. So this is a regular deep slate. You know what I mean. Couple deep slate slabs here, but this will be alternating between black and white for a zebra crossing. It makes sense. At least I think it does. 5 more of these. We'll do that on the other side. Figure it out from there. That was not supposed to be. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Then here would be 3 brick deep. And the road. Now the question is, on the bits past that, I can do 1 block either side, just so I can figure it out. The road would still be at this height. Like so. And like so. I was going to do a full block there, but it would make more sense to do a slab. Because then it's less resource intensive. Sense it make. If we grab those, I know the stone cutters will probably come over here. Don't worry about it. And we go that. So that's the pavement where it's not dropped. If I put a regular one there, you can't tell a difference, can you? My brain was thinking, was there an outline to the bottom of this, like how it is on stone slabs? I think we're good. Although when you look at it, you end up with the outline. The black outline showing that you're highlighting a block. You get a line here as opposed to this one that doesn't have that. I don't think that matters. Thoughts, opinions, ideas? Would we be better off using slabs so we're using less of them? Or should I go for full blocks because why not? And again, the same argument could have been had for these being turned into slabs, but never mind. Didn't think of that at the time. And that's okay. Think. Oops. Gotta be the slabs. Just makes more sense and saves resources. Boop boop. Boop and boop. I'm gonna probably finish the inside with full blocks because that's what I started with. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Welcome, hello, my ragtime gal. But when it comes to the outside, I'll use slabs. Look, Alada, I'm making a crossing, like Abbey Road, except there's no white bits on the zebra crossing because I haven't brought quartz with me. Ooh, pretty. See, I knew you would say that. You have style, grace, finesse, and dignity. in questionable proportions. No, that's not the one. How are you doing, Avatar? All this has to come out and be changed to polished andesite. Some of them will be changed to stairs. I'm going to do these bits on the outside and probably figure out where this goes to so that I can do my ring of brick even if I don't do the whole thing. So we need annoyingly 30 polished andesite. But you know, just go with 20 for now. Because that's all I have. So from here, stair, 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 and sideways one. We'll do the inside ones nearest the brick. That gives me a shape to work to. And again, grab these ones. I was expecting this to be one of the holes that I can't easily get in and out of. Of course, along the path we'll end up with lighting, but I'm not at that point yet. I've also made more stairs than I currently have a plan to use, so maybe I should do that bit over there. We'll sleep first. Ah, that's better. Eddie Joe with a raiding party, welcome in. How was Fortnite? Welcome in. New logo set. Lego logo set just came in, by the way. As in delivered? Or it's been announced? Either way, tell me about the stuff. Yep. I gave 2 options and you said yes, delivered. Right. So this is this does feel like quite a narrow road. I could do it bigger. Ah, 9's good enough. Care to share? He's just raiding, not coming to stream. Okay. That's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'll just use these slabs. Put it in. Give me counting to this one. You're his mod. Oh, welcome in. A second. And thank you very much for the follow. Table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alizar says, it's the Star Wars logo. I have an idea to put it in the middle and put all my Star Wars sets around it. Ooh, that sounds like a good idea. Dark says, and now Alizar can confirm that finding my mind is a lost cause. Dark was self-bullying, and we don't like that around here. But that steps across. We have blackstone slabs on this side, so I might as well do those 4. And we're laid out now. I need a lot more brick. Yes, it is. Okay, thanks, Alizar. I mean, I didn't need that confirmed. Dark said, if you want to get it confirmed. I went, I don't need that confirmed. I know these things. I wouldn't say such rude things. Dirt goes in here. Let's convert the tuff that I've got left into, not tuff, andesite, into andesite slabs. I'll place what I've got. And then we're going to need to go see what we can figure out for more resources. And I need a villager over there. $18, that seems fine. Use them on this bit that I've already dug out. That'll work. Oh! Sorry, was that a rocket going off or was that 2? Thank you, Eldar, for using your channel points, your hard-earned channel points, on a fart. It helped me get here, clearly. Right, have you forgiven me? A little bit. a little bit. I'll take it. 40 blocks. No, I place it. Thank you, Scott, for the 50 bits and the fart sound. Very, very much appreciated. These bits to throw in. Good. I feel like there was something else I was supposed to be grabbing here, but rather gassy at the moment in chat, clearly. But you know, wasn't me this time. Said I wanted stuff from over here. Can't remember what it was. Quartz. I'll take this. Did you smack the villager or insult their other? I mean, both. Simultaneously. Anonymous with the 75 bits and the longer, more kind of bassy toot. Not basic, bassy. Oh, we were talking about saddles earlier. See, I have more saddles than I know what to do with. And I got saddles in here, and I haven't crafted any, and I've actually been using horses. Right, let's... Oh. If I get it right, sometimes I can get the glide speed up, and you can travel a fair distance without using any rockets. Never not funny. I mean, it can be funny when you follow through. Just saying, it can be. Not that it is, but it can be. Never trust a fart, that's what I'm told. Go like that. It go across. I'm not going to have enough, but that's okay. We'll be needing more for the outside, so it's not like I won't be going back to that same villager. I could work on this part, but I'm more tempted to work on the area we've started because it gives me a way of A, making the thumbnail for the video, and B, a way of looking and going, look, this is what it's going to be. I might even resort to taking the stone cutter over there. One stone cutter here. 4 times 3, 12. Go there. Quartz slabs. Oh, I don't want quartz slabs. I just realised something. I need smooth quartz. Ah. I'm going to have to go spell this. I want smooth quartz because it looks better. Whereas the regular quartz, you end up with a line. To the super smelter! You mean the smelter. Not super. It's just a smelter. It's true. Never trust a fart, especially the silent but violent ones. Thanks, Dark. Really insightful. They go in. Got plenty of fuel in there, so that'll come out at some point. And while I'm here, more stuff and things. AG Gamer, welcome in. This is not a publicly open server. This is my private world. I do invite other creators to join me, but it's a select few. I'm very picky. Just type IP in chat. I feel like I need a troll for that. Someone want to send me the Rickroll YouTube link? Actually, no. Because me asking for it surely means someone will give me something that's not the Rickroll video. You saw nothing. Oh, wow, I just... My levels are really high. I should be enchanting something. What do I even have that's worth enchanting? That chicken is confused, clearly. It's also now clearly dead. You have books. Have an enchanting table. Efficiency 3. I'd much rather enchant items. So there's that. What did I have for the falling depth strider. Okay, what didn't I have? Oh, I'm good. Okay. There is an argument for making spare stuff for other people. Just go for a couple pickaxes. Got him, go. Welcome in. Ugh, rain. That is an appropriate response. And to fix it, what I will do is go inside. Also, whenever it rains, I can hear my fans spin up because the computer goes, ah, hard work, more encoding. Because whilst I'm streaming, I'm also recording. It's a private server and he does bring people in unless he asks them. Thank you for using the word he instead of him with the undertone. Not that you would ever do that. But I appreciate you not doing. Ooh, I'm breaking 3. I will take that. I mean, Fortune 3 efficiency. That's good. I'll take that. That's a good, solid pick. And Silk Touch. Silk Touch, efficiency 4, and breaking. Heck yeah! Because if I combine these two, I don't really need a second fortune pick, so if I combine these two, I've got efficiency 5, Silk Touch. I know a lot of people think that using a fortune pick like that is a bit of a waste, but I'm good. And then we just need a mending book, which I can get from over here. Nice indeed. Zach, you should make the IP command a random timeout request that is self-imposed. I don't know, because that seems mean, because there are a lot of people with servers. How do I make it so that it only happens if people do it and that's their first message? Or within a certain time of joining? That's what I'd want to do, because I can see people typing it and not being deserving of a ban. Right. Bending. 3. Don't mind if I do. Right. So fortune 1's going in there. Take deep slate out while I'm here. Not deep slate. Dripstone, because there's space. Space for iron. 1 emerald. And a chicken. Tidy as you go. Those villagers want to get inside. What on earth gives you that impression? Now this is why there's a trapdoor, so they can't. I put the villager breeder here and just opened it to the... well, so they could just escape. Interesting, I got 2 children in there. I normally end up with 2 kids. Normally one of them will be an adult. Now, if we sleep, rain should go away. And then... thank you. Or head on over. That wasn't the thing. Main thing I came over here to do was to do that. Grab the smooth quartz out. Fly off. We can use what I've got. It's starting to look like a thing if you ignore the bamboo. Don't look at the bamboo. Ignore it. Just look past it. It's fine. That's better. Seeing as I'm here. Don't necessarily need to harvest all of it, but also if I just hold left click down and walk, to have to think about it, it just kind of happens. The difficulty is walking around and picking the stuff up. Not the most difficult thing in the world. Now at some point, this chest will be full of bamboo. There's probably an argument for turning it into blocks. Bamboo can be useful, especially if I start using it to get emeralds, but I'm trying just to rely on iron for it, and then I can convert the bamboo into blocks. It's nice to have it in raw form that gives me the option. autocraft at a time. I could do, but I could do that afterwards once I've decided a place. If I keep it in raw format, I can always craft it into blocks. Whether I do it with an autocrafter or not, it doesn't. It's not the point. It's more of a it keeps the options open. Scaffolding is the best. I like netherrack. For scaffolding, I should clarify. I don't like netherrack, but for scaffolding purposes, netherrack is the thing. Did use cobble though last stream. Okay, why did I pick the stone cutter up? I don't need any full blocks, so we're going to convert it all into slabs, and we'll use it up eventually. See, that's much better than if it was regular quartz, because you'd end up with a line as opposed to it being just one thing. You mean dirt? No, actually. The reason so dirt isn't a wrong answer, but for me personally, I often will take the shovel off my hotbar because most of the things I'm working with use a pickaxe. Or sometimes use an axe. So I always have the pickaxe on my hotbar, but I will sometimes remove the shovel and put it in the ender chest, and sometimes remove the axe, giving me more slots of materials, and then a tool to take out the materials if it's wrong. So using netherrack works well for that. Not that you're wrong, it's just my preference. You never have a shovel, to be fair. I mean, I do now, at the moment. But it's not that I never have a shovel, it's that I often don't see enough benefit in it to carry it with me rather than put it in the ender chest. But you knew that already. Right, give me one more. So, in this bit, it's that block turned into oh. Three blocks long? My screenshot makes it look like a 2, but it must be 3. If it's 3, then this would also be... Oh, it's okay, we're good. We're fine! So, there is an argument for putting white here and here. Let me show you. So, and then like that, and then this is where the lines start. But that also feels wrong in other ways because you wouldn't have a line on both sides. You'd have a line on this side because it's a stopping line and that's a stopping line. But then this is the wrong place. Give me some cobbled deep slate slabs. Let's test it in the creative world. I did just poking fun at netherrack. Okay. Like netherrack. Because another reason for netherrack, okay, you'll like this. When working on things, I'm very rarely using netherrack as part of the palette. And so if I use netherrack as scaffolding, it's very easy to spot which things are not meant to be there. Ah, big brain. Backup of creative world. Let's head on over here. This is where I started testing things. Originally the road was the same height, but I preferred it being dropped down, which is why I've decided to do this across. Now, if we were to have lines there, so like it's a stop line, it would feel wrong to go like that. So I'd have to go to there, but then that means that we're not going to be the right number over here. However, this went there and there, We move that over. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Everything moves along 1 in that one. Still a problem. Essentially, this would end up a 4 long rather than that would be a 3 long. I think. Let's just take this. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Gap. 1, 2, 3. Gap. 1, 2, 3. Gap. 1, 2, 3. 4. So that's a problem just in a different way. Because we end up with a 4 along a run of 3s. But you used dirt in the pallet. Sometimes dirt gets used, and if I had, but it's another reason to use netherrack rather than something else that's equally disposable. I have plenty of netherrack. Don't care if I waste some. It's easy to break. It's breakable with the tool that I always have in my hotbar. Yeah, that's annoying. That feels right, like that. But then here is a problem, unless we have this as a 2-block gap for the crossing. And then here is 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. Do you know what? I don't hate that. I actually quite like that. Spacing wise, that works. And we're not moving this along, so it will still meet up in the corners correctly. This one's slightly more problematic. So if we have this spacing, this works. But then over here, we've got the same problem again, where that would be there. Oop. That, and that then means everything knocks on, and then that's everything knocked on. Problematic. But then again, a 2 on the end is probably fine. That doesn't offend me as much as I thought it would. So if we do the same thing over here, that, and then fill it in, I think that feels fine. Just the difficulty of squeezing this in. If that went on along that way. Part of me wants it all to be 2 away. However, it doesn't work with this because you're taking an odd number out of the visual. But yeah. So if that was 2, gap 3 would be there, so we'd move everything down 1. So that would be, I reckon there would be a gap. So you'd either end with 1 or 3. So I think this is a reasonable compromise. I'm not going to enable this the whole way because actually we've got different connections on different sides. So some of them will run through, some of them will turn, some, yeah. You can see what I've done. It might change what we do on those corners. But let's just play around with it and make sure it's right. Here we go. 3 wide, 3 wide. That's the 2 there. Oh no, that'd be the same then, wouldn't it? We do a 2 there, same as we've done over there. Yep, it works. We end up with 1 dot in the corner and we're good. Bear in mind this road layout isn't permanent. What I'm probably going to do is have 1 or 2 of these, and the other 2 will be like that. Which 2? Don't know yet. But if I get everything in place, worst case scenario, I go with, well, there would be brick there that I'd have to tear up and put a road in. It's fine. Oak, do welcome in. raiding party of 42. What a great number. Welcome in. How was your stream? How was Minecraft today? What were you up to? Tell me the stuff and the things. Max Hart, welcome in. Octogen. Amazeran. An acorn grows into a raid. Hocus here. Welcome in. What were you up to? I've just hopped into my creative world because I needed to figure something out. I'll hop back to the real world shortly. Although, actually, while I've got you here, this is my creative plan. So I've sketched stuff out that I need to figure out for my survival world. It allows me to just play around and make sure it works. In adverts, oh dear. Ah! Not that one. That one. Please let me know when you're back from the ads. I can't hear me say that, but never mind. It's alright, I'll just I'll sit and wait. Just waiting for Oakdew to get back from the ads. It sucks that you get an ad straight away from a raid because that now is the time when I want to talk to you most and find out what have you been up to and what was the stuff and the things that I can't because you're in ads. But hopefully you stick through them and then I can catch up with you. Just waiting here patiently for Oakdew to say, it's fine, I'm through the ads. And they try to sell me XYZ. I mean, they tried to sell me a pushchair and cat food. That was the last adverts that I remember. Okay, thank you. I don't need cat food. I do have a cat, so you've got your marketing targeted correctly. I don't have a child. Ads River, well, welcome back from the ads. Zach, hello! State Farm is here. Ooh. Exciting. How was your stream, Oakdew? Thank you very much for choosing to raid over to me. Right, in case you weren't here when the raid happened, or couldn't hear me when the raid happened, hi, I'm Zach. I'm a Minecraft creator that does other things too. We gathered shulkers and shulkers of tuff. Weird, I had to go gather tuff earlier. Because I was building this wall behind me in survival. We'll hop over to it shortly. This is my creative test world, and I was just playing around with how the roads are going to be spaced out for the lines. This is important. Right, back onto the server. Here is the actual server, and what I've done so far. I've basically spaced it out and we've done the walls and the pathing and the brick around, and we're doing these roads. Oakdew says, I have a lighthouse, so it needed a rocky outcropping, so we had to get tough. Weird, I have a lighthouse. Ads, glorious ads. Lots of cat food and mustard. 5 items a day. Things that I don't need. Sung to the tune of food, glorious food. I kind of guessed that from the first bit. I was just figuring out this road thing, and I decided it was fine here and on the corners it needed to be figured. I can't remember now. What did I just do? Darn it. I put an extra gap between the road thing. That's it. We're good. Food. I did end stream early as I have pizza calling my name. Oh. Shares. I love pizza. Right. Let's fix this. So we're going back a block here. And this is going to go all the way over there. So let's just dig this out. Like so. From this point, we go diagonally. Actually, no, we don't need to do that. We'd have the andesite going up to this point. And this would be where the crossing is. Tell you what, pick up this dirt. Be lurking, thank you very much for the lurk. And again, thank you for choosing to raid over. It means a lot. I know how many cool Minecraft creators you know. We mix circles sometimes. Did someone say free pizza? I don't remember anyone saying the word free. I had the word pizza. I think I have pizza too. Great, now I want pizza, and I already bought dinner earlier. We're having burgers. But now I want pizza. That is a section dug out for the road. If we rip out the quartz, this was moving back a block. Go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Deep step. This would be where the thing starts. over here. So we'd have andesite there, and then this would be mirroring that side. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Row of deep slate slabs here. 1, 2. 2 there. 3 on that end. Pretty sure. Burgers are good too. Yes, but unfortunately, I can only have one or the other. I can't have both. Having both would be greedy, and I don't want to be accused of being greedy. I'll be greedy. Just want people to call me out on it. Reese says, great, now I'm hungry. You're welcome. This is what happens whenever I stream. People talk about food. Now, on a UK road, you wouldn't have the line here. So the white line indicates you must stop at it. So if you have a car, you stop here. If you had a line here, the same thing would be true here, which is wrong, I think. So I'm tempted to just put that as regular deep slate. So we have left-hand drive, or right-hand drive, left lanes. That's what I meant. I might need to look at my local zebra crossing and see how it compares. It might need a line there, it might not. Like that. Fill these holes in. And go across here. I probably should be sleeping. I'm just not. I went to a concert last night and now I have no voice. That'd be particularly traumatic for me. I'd have to cancel stream. Verita, hello. I see Oak has raided you. Yes, Oak makes questionable decisions at times, clearly. Welcome in. Would love a burger right now. Gotcha. RN? What's a burger run? Burger run? And seeing RN, or EN, made my brain go, maybe it's another word that's missing a letter, rather than thinking right now. Abbreviation. RN equals right now. I understand that now. It's just not where my brain went first time. My brain went first time, EN is not a word. Maybe there's a word that they meant to say and just missed a letter. That would make sense. I was wrong, but you know, it would make sense. Now, when I started today's stream, I was hopeful that I would get to work on the roads. But then as I got into it, I started realizing how much work was required. Oh, yes, please. Please have a mangrove. No mangrove sapling. The thing I actually want. Everything else, been not bothered by. That's right. I want the heads and the leads. Not more food references. I'm sorry. Enforced nachos. Don't think anyone needs nachos enforced. Most people will go, sure, I accept nachos. You offer nachos? I take nachos. Although, if I'm honest, I'm not a huge fan of nachos. I will eat some, but more of a I will join in on eating them rather than actually want and buy some. Oh, did I not get ahead for the white lava? That's a shame. Gonna finish this bit. I'll then want to do the same in that direction and see if we can get some bricks. Like how you say nachos. What do you call someone else's cheese? Nacho cheese! Sorry. I'm here all day. I'm not, actually. I'm only here for another half hour at most. Sorry, I don't know many dad jokes. I normally rely on Scott for dad jokes. That was not a. That's not a prompt, Scott. Just before you start. Close. You misspelled the word joke. But yeah, I pressed the button. It's fine. Also, it's not dad joke. It's bad joke is the command. I think. I forget. I only stream here. We have many commands that chat interacts with. Bad joke. Oh, it might be locked down to subscribers. Nice try. How do you ban the streamer asking for a friend? Thanks, Ozza. Thanks. I feel slightly got at. And rightly so. Thank you, Waywinch. Oh, Elza. Sorry, thank you, Ozza. To do turtle, welcome in. I don't know many dad jokes either. I just keep coming up too short for, I don't know many dad jokes either. I keep coming up too short. That is bad. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Right. Deep state is here. I want to dig out this side. We might as well do it to the full width. And then that will give me something to back on. We are going to this point. That's right. Some of this was placed relatively recently, and yet I'm still tearing it out. Some things are permanent, some things are temporary, like the love my ex had for me. That was very temporary. It's fine. I'm over it. She's dead now. What's the difference between a snowman and a snow woman? Snowballs. Also, that's a Christmas joke. We can't have Christmas jokes in May. It's just wrong. Ah! Tell me the joke here would be wrong on a different level. As I'm down here. Cover this bit up, and I've uncovered it multiple times. Do drop in. Thanks. I feel like that was at my expense. But I want to join in the jokes. Oh dear. I mean, if you want to. But I mean, the least you can do if you're going to do that is make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube. That's right. There's a button there. You can click it. Smooth, right? No one noticed the pushed sail, did they? It's so natural and fluid. Whee! Land gracefully. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That. For these two. And just like that. Just like that. All the dirt is removed out of the way and my pockets are pretty much full. I shouldn't feel the need to do this. But at the same time, it didn't take much to go down a couple of steps and pick up part of it. I'm not going to bother with all of it. Already pressed the button a long time ago. Right, in which case you have my permission. Right, we have deep slate that needs to go all the way along everywhere except for the middle bit. We have 2 blocks. And then this bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come. I'm going to need lots of deep slate. Maybe I need to get someone online, like Jumpy, to join me for a digging stream of, what do you need? I need deep slate. That's it. So from there, should be 3, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2. But the blooping from picking up items is so satisfying. Yeah, I'll give you that. Finally bought Oblivion, says Aladar. I've never played Oblivion. I could see the appeal of it. I would probably enjoy it, but also the list of things to play is already far too long. Now to wait forever for it to download, even on Google. Yep. This is how I learnt the lesson of maybe if there's something you want to play. Yep. But, oh. That's right. Think. Hang on. So this would be andesite here. Do a placement block of cobble. Andesite here, which means it'll be deep slate and then. That's wrong! How have I done it wrong? One, two, three, four. Ah. Oh, that's way off. That's how I've done it wrong. Oh, that's annoying because I'm going to have to go pick this all up. Ah! I mean, that one's technically fine. It's there. So again, here we wouldn't have a lane on the other side. It would just be deep slate across, but we'll figure that out. 1, 2, 3. Gap. 1, 2, 3. Gap. Well, it was fun while it lasted. So this one needs to come out, and that one needs to come out. So head down, pick them up. Ow. Rev McLovin, welcome in. I'm sure it's fine. It's mostly fine. It's just slightly wrong, and it will bug me. Alada says, I played the original back in 2007 when I was pregnant with my son. What was that? My wife was carrying our firstborn... no, my wife's been carrying our first child for 6 months. He's 7, the lazy git. Put him down! Sorry, just remembered a terrible joke and I had to share it because, well, that's what we do around here, apparently. Think of the blooping. Okay. My poor knowledge of Greek mythology has always been my Achilles' elbow. Thank you, Scott. Thank you for sharing. Oh. This is wrong. That should be there. There, not there. Yeah, we're good. That's wrong too. How have I messed up so royally? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Gap. 1, 2. Am I failing to count something? What am I doing? This side works. 2, 4. 2, 4. 3 and a 1 and a 3. And a 1 and a 3. Oh. Still wrong. How? Just 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. I mean, I could move it up and that becomes a 3, but that seems wrong because over here it isn't. I am so confused right now. Tell you what, I'm going to sleep on it. Thank you very much for the follow. Hang on, bear with. Oh, Rev, thank you. I had to tab out because I've got my screenshot over the top of my notifications. I think most of you already know the first rule about Assumption Club. I wouldn't dare to assume. Tending to watch the struggle, thanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5. 2. 2, 4. One, 2, 4, 5, and a 2. Why is this different? I am so unsure right now. Hurry up! I don't need to hurry up. I'm fine. We're not in a rush yet. So my example was this side. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe it's not the second one that I was struggling to figure out why it's different. It's the first one. Because in my head, that last one should have been 2. Because that's what it was over there. But if we can knock everything along one, and it becomes 3, that then works. That's wrong. Darn it, I just did that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2. Okay. So that lines up then. Can I drop a quartz? Up. I need another quartz slab. I'm just going to fly back to make sure I have enough. It's easier than worrying about it. If I've lost one, no biggie. It's only 1 quartz slab. Ow. And there's more in here. So there's more in here. While that's smelting a couple more. Put these bits in. That work. I need enough to figure it out. Much better. One cannot rush the derp. It's a skill that takes time. Well, this is Zach. Hey! I resemble that comment. Three. Aha! That's why it was different. Because I did that as 2 and then this one was 4. That's why I didn't line up. It wasn't that this one was wrong. Well, it wasn't necessarily that this one was wrong. It was more that I was expecting it to be the same as the one opposite, and it was the one opposite. We got there in the end. Painful. You witnessed my brain not working. But we got there. Eventually. I'm going to need a lot more deep slate, a lot more quartz, and a lot of andesite. However, that villager that I want to level up so I can get polished andesite for a trade. Won't be ready for a little bit yet because he was still angry. And I need to unlock him. Does your brain ever work? Yes, sometimes it does. And those times are very notable. I write them down in a diary. Does mean that I have to use the pen every time that I write it down. That pen is very slowly wearing out. I mean, I've had it for only like 10 years now, and it's nearly run out. That's how many times I've had sane days. And no, I don't just write sane day on it. No, I write a full sentence. And then repeat that 10 times. On the same day. So, getting through the inks, that's the biggest struggle. And with these bits in, that feels a lot better. I'm going to do this side, which is all deep slate. We haven't got any quartz to go in here. Don't know if we have enough. Oh, we got enough to finish this section quite comfortably. I'm glad that you find me entertaining, Rev. Hope you don't mind me calling you Rev. The full name is far too long. I'd run out of air. And thank you very much for the follow. I'm going to move that rid of there. And we're good. Bowling Cat, thank you very much for the follow. Getting a lot of new people today, and every one of you is hugely appreciated. Clicking that follow button means a lot. There are some people that click that follow button and then keep coming back for more. Scott says pale oak looks good with stone. Might have a few ideas now. It does, although I haven't used much yet. We do have some planned for the... Thank you, Dark, for the fart. Well, that rhymes. We do have some planned for the logging cabin. All inside. I don't think I'm using any full block deep slates, so we'll go with all into slabs. Which is more than I need for this section, but I'll use it up anyway. Again, Doc, you've been very generous. Gifted subs, bits. And just being here for long. I know you're often busy, you can't catch every stream. And the fact that you're here means a lot. Thank you. You plan... So you plan for the fart? Huh? How does one plan for a fart? Actually, I don't know if I want to know the answer to that. I'm pretty sure I don't want to know the answer. We're going to connect this up. Now, everything that's right next to the pavement. This is andesite. Everything that's right next to the andesite is what I wanted to say. Is just blackstone. I don't have to... Blackstone? Deep slate. I don't have to worry about which is quartz and which is deep slate. So it's straightforward to just place it. Whereas the bits between, I'll probably think about more. Especially as I don't know what junctions I'm doing around. What was this? Eat a lot of nacho cheese. The way to plan for a fire. Nacho cheese, but yes. Oh, that looks dark. And 2 blocks tall at least. So, Wither didn't cover this up. Right, I'm blaming Wither. Who doesn't plan to fart? Plan to fart? Farts are just something that happens. Also, I prefer the word bottom fart. Bottom toots. Bottom burps. That's the one. How are you doing on this lovely day? I'm very well. I'm getting to enjoy playing some Minecraft and hanging out with some cool people. And I've made progress. Look, it's a road. Not necessarily a very good road, but a road nonetheless. I don't know if I'll ever get around to building cars for it. Thank you, Aladar. Did you plan to toot? Alright, take the salt. I'm sort of regretting getting with a bag to place so much dirt because I'm ripping so much of it out. But also, I needed some space. I'm a cool person, says Rev. I appear to have fallen in a hole. With a pig. You know, it's just your average Sunday. That iron farm is working, so let's go pick up any iron that happens to have appeared here. A little bit, a lot. A little bit more! I mean, I don't really need to wait for the extra 4 iron if I'm lucky. It's 3 to 5. Normally when you wait for it, it's only 3. 5! I like being wrong. Not the first time you have fallen into a hole. But I'm also not worried about it. Sometimes it's fun just to live free of worrying about things like that. That's why I'm not in the hardcore mode. Never challenge death to a pillow fight unless you're prepared to handle the repercussions. Oh, that's terrible, but I like it. I do like it. Plan for the gas. Oh dear. Oh. Whoa. Why is that a clippable moment? What did I embarrass myself again? Sometimes I know when I embarrass myself. Other times it comes as a surprise. Right, I have some iron. Have you forgiven me? Still no. It's all good. It's all good. Quartz goes in. Smooth quartz comes out. And sleep. Right, we've made a lot of progress today. However, it is probably time for me to wrap up. So what I'm going to do is change my resolution so that I can go have a look at whom is worthy of a raid. Options. Plenty of options. Now I can't decide. There's too many cool people. Do you know what? I think I know where I'm going. It's someone I've never raided before, but I'd like to say hello. Now, I have popped into their stream before. They are playing Path of Exile 2, a game I'm not hugely familiar with, but they've been playing a lot of it lately and are Minecraft streamers, so I want to check them out. The reason that I'm aware of them is because the lovely and honourable Danielle recommended Dark Pine, and I want to go say hello. I love Path of Exile 2. I've not played it, nor do I really understand it. And I know that I could spend time raiding Elon. Oh, Elon Musk. Right, because he's so good at Path of Exile. Gotcha. That makes sense. If you could join me in raiding, that would be very much appreciated. We have a raid message. If you would like to copy and paste it, post it in my chat first so that you know you have it. And then when you head on over, you can post it there. Now, my raid message does include my emotes. If you don't have access to the emotes, do it without the emotes. And it still makes me look good. Just doesn't show off how awesome my emotes are. They are very awesome. I mean, look at them. Look at them! Anyway, thank you very much for your company. I'll be streaming again next week. Probably not till Wednesday, though. So enjoy the rest of your weekend and the start of your week, and I hope to see you then. I need to spend some time AFK here to get some iron, and in order to unlock polished andesite, because I need lots of it. Oh, and I probably should do another plug for socials, because, well, it would be silly not to. YouTube! I post VODs on there, and videos. Go subscribe, watch all the videos. That's right, just put the video on, walk out the door. Don't have to watch them, you just make them play. Gives me watch time, makes me look good. And again, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye! I'm really glad I wasn't looking at the cat there. That would have been painful for you. Sorry, kitty.